Greetings, fam. Today I'm going to go over some of the benefits of lemon verbena. This is one of the ingredients in our formula. And I think some of you might be a little surprised to find out that this rarely spoken of herb is actually pretty powerful regarding its antioxidant properties. Antioxidant activity is very important since it is by the means of oxidation that the body is destroyed cell by cell. As we get older, the body can have a harder time regenerating itself after cells are destroyed by oxidation. And this is in addition to oxidation being accelerated because of dietary and environmental pollution. I have a video called, it's titled Being Poisoned, where they state that there are specific poisons and metals that 98% of the Western population has in its bloodstream at birth. Okay, and from there it just gets worse. So any food or herb that keeps the body in a defensive mode against cellular breakdown and pathogen infection is basically a must-have.
When did you first become involved with APFO or C8? I was first aware of it prior to 1977, knowing that perfluorinated materials had been found in human blood.
At first, 3M and DuPont were checking to see the contamination levels of their workers. And so naturally, they needed a control. They needed to compare those workers' blood levels of C8 with the population so they could see what the difference was. So they started going to archived blood supplies and checking to see what clean blood versus the blood of their workers might look like. There was no clean blood.
This is why we formulated something with 3 antioxidant compounds and 3 antiviral compounds to really protect the body, as well as place the body in an indigenous state of immune defense, meaning that the body itself boosts its own immune system in order to combat any type of pathogen that may be lurking about in the bloodstream. Lemon verbena has an extra kick though, and it can take effect over the long haul. And that effect is, besides the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, it's been shown to help the musculature by attacking the oxidative chemicals that break down skeletal muscle. And they measure this by doing what are called CK or creatine kinase tests, which have certain indications depending on the level and type. Creatine kinase MM at a high level usually indicates an issue with muscular damage from degeneration, like for example with muscular dystrophy or muscle wasting diseases, things of that nature. Studies on lemon verbena have shown it can lower creatine kinase levels by counteracting other enzymes that break down the muscles. And this is more of a secondary effect rather than a primary action, and it takes a pretty big dose to show effects. However, the antioxidant power alone is immediate and rock solid science. So again, we work with synergy, and as we know, in any combination of intake where there's synergy, you'll get more of a benefit than from taking a lone constituent most of the time. So that's just a quick rundown on the lemon verbena. We'll talk about the cosmic moss later, more than likely the next video. As I mentioned before, it is Irish moss with accelerated herbs, cayenne, cayenne, and red raspberry to improve the absorption and to bring the benefits of the mineral-dense moss deeper into the cellular structure of the body. As we know, red raspberries' anti-cancer properties help balance the body's cellular structure by inhibiting abnormal cellular growth and encouraging the normal apoptosis, which is a natural killing of damaged cells by the body. Okay, we'll get into that later in the video or in another video. Again, our Infinite Thick is here. We have to sort through a last minute snafu, but we'll be taking orders starting Monday. And I'll post a video on that day or the day before giving the information on where to go to order if you haven't already been to the store. I want to take the time to thank all the people who support the channel and the work. I really do appreciate it. Not a lot of people want to hear the science behind things, but those rare gems that do are hard to find, but worth the work to continue to bring the science uh, to them, be the audience small or otherwise. So, thanks again, fam. Those of you who've sent me emails liking the product, you can put some of those comments in the public forum so people know that the science bears out in the results. Okay? All right, fam. Till next video, peace. If you learned from this video, help support the study and time to bring this knowledge to our community. It does take time and effort to be concise and as accurate as possible so that we can stay abreast of important health information and techniques. Please visit the site and follow these links.